time for another tier list video. Before I get into this video, I did want to remind you to go check out my new podcast, Girl on the Internet. You can stream it on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple. I'll have it linked in the description of this video. Be sure to check it out, rate it, and listen every single Friday. The other day I was thinking to myself, I've actually tried so many different types of workouts, of workout classes. I feel that I have a good opinion of how I feel about every single one of them. I have some favorites, I have some least favorites, I have thoughts about different types of workouts. And I wanted to share them with you, but let's make it fun. Let's turn it into a tier list. Let's talk about the categories of how I'm going to be ranking these different workouts. So at the top, we have incredible all around. This means I feel good after the workout, I got my money's worth, I got my sweat in. This is definitely one of those workouts that I have in my back pocket, like it's my go-to workout when I don't really feel like doing anything else. The next category is a good sweat. Now this means it's an intense workout, it's good, and I may do it again, but is it my favorite? Not necessarily, but I definitely got my workout in, and I'm probably gonna post about it on Instagram in some way, shape, or form. Then we have the middle category, which is underrated, to be honest. This to me means that this workout is underrated. More people should be doing it. It's got so many benefits to it that more people could be doing it. Why aren't more people talking about it? Underrated, TBH. The second to last category is forcing me to go. Now this means I will go do the workout. I'll go, I'll endure it, I'll sweat, I'll pay the money, and you'll hear about it, and I'll let everyone know. And it'll be everybody's problem. And the very last category on the tier list is I'd rather sleep. Now this means, hey Kayla, we're going to a workout class, and you send me the itinerary and I see what class it is, and I'm like, I'm asleep. Y'all have fun, I'm asleep. Starting off strong, you know, we've got this lovely stock photo of somebody walking, and if you know, you know. But this is an immediate, incredible, all-around workout for me. And for so many others. Walking, I feel, is just an elite form of exercise. You can do it indoor, you can do it outdoor, you can do it for 5 minutes, you can do it for an hour. You don't need fancy equipment, you don't need a fancy workout outfit. You can go alone, in a group. You can walk in a park, in a city, on a trail. It makes you feel good. You can get yourself sweating really hard, or you can not sweat at all, especially if you're getting started in workout, wellness, health journey. Like if you don't know where to start, just start walking a little bit every day. It makes a huge difference. And also we could go into so much detail about the mental health benefits and just other bodily benefits that walking gives to us when we partake in such an exercise. And for that reason, she's incredible all around. Next up, we're talking about Pilates, which if you've never done Pilates before, this is a picture of reformer Pilates, which is done on that machine. Pilates can be done with body weight, with light weights. It can be done, you know, in your home, in a workout studio. I'll never forget when I went to my first Pilates class and they gave me 1 pound weights. I was like, one pound? I can lift like so much more in the gym than a pound. But when you're focusing on the movement of your extremities and your core and these like small pulsating movements, you're like, a pound feels like 50. It's insane. I'm gonna have to rank it as a good sweat. I almost put it in the underrated TBH category. You're working way harder than you think you're going to, especially when they give you small weights or you're just doing the smallest movement, but then it ends up actually being extremely difficult, but in the most beneficial way possible. I'm glad that it's regaining popularity because Pilates, you know, she's not messing around. Moving right along, we have our next workout, which is running. Out of all of these workouts and any that I'm missing, I really don't hate any type of workout. But for some reason, I just hate running. I've really tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I've tried different things. I've ran a couple 5Ks in my life. I've really done my due diligence to try not to hate it, but for some reason, I just can't get out of my head with it. It's not the workout for me. And some people are just like born to be runners or become runners, or, you know, they've been running track since like middle school, and great for you. But for me, running, if someone is texting me in the morning and they're like, hey Kayla, we're going for a run, and for me, I'd rather be asleep. I'm so sorry. You can text me any other workout, but if you're gonna tell me we're gonna run, I will likely stay in bed. I will ignore your text. I will pretend I never got it. Now, if we're all walking at a chill pace, like that's fine. But like a running group, I just don't understand the dynamic of that. Like, how are we doing? Like, how are we all setting a pace? Like, what's happening? And also, I'm gonna be out of breath within the first 45 seconds, and that's really embarrassing for me, and I don't need other people to witness that. And because of that, I'm gonna be sleeping while y'all are running. Have a good time, but I'm gonna be in bed. It just, that is what it is. The next workout that I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on is outdoor bicycle riding. Now, this is different than an indoor cycle group workout. I have that on here as well, but I'm talking about your generic bicycle riding outside. I definitely have like a really good childhood memory of bicycle riding. I haven't done it as much in my adult life, only because now I don't own a bicycle, and also I live in a city. So I think in that capacity, if you're able to have a bicycle as an adult and take it to like a really nice park area and ride it, I'm gonna 1000% say that it is underrated, to be honest, because bicycle riding it's just so comforting, and it's also really good for your joints. I like it as well because it gives you the opportunity to be outside for just a leisure bicycle little workout activity to get your heart rate up and to feel good and to be outside. For sure, outdoor cycling is going to be underrated as a workout in itself. Next up, I want to talk about yoga, and I'm going to go ahead and just pop it into the underrated TBH category because it has like so many layers to it, because yoga can be like an entire workout in itself. I have been incorporating yoga into like a morning stretch or an evening stretch. I've been to so many yoga classes too where I just feel at peace because the instructor is really good at helping you get out of your head and just kind of move with your body and kind of become one with your body, and you just feel good and grounded and calm. And I think that's why yoga is so amazing as well. I feel like it's one of the most popular things you can find on YouTube. They have sitting at your desk in a corporate office yoga. They have in your apartment yoga, in your hotel room yoga. So I think it's so layered that way that it proves itself to be an underrated workout every single time. Now, this one I definitely kind of snuck into this category, and that's hiking. Hiking is so amazing. Again, sort of like cycling where you get to be outside, you're enjoying nature, but you're also absolutely putting your body to the ultimate test. You are going up this massive incline, you are roughing the terrain. What I love so much about hiking, especially in North Carolina, you can hike in gorgeous mountains that have the best views. There's a lot of places you can go to that have waterfalls, so you can hike to a waterfall and then go swimming and then hike back. Like, I just love it so much because it is such an enjoyable like activity. It's just something fun to do. You don't really realize that it is in itself this really intense workout. That's why hiking is a good sweat. This next one is bringing back flashbacks from high school when we're talking about dance workouts, by the way. I had a couple of friends in high school that lived near the YMCA and tried to go sneak into the Y and attend Zumba classes. They definitely like to call you out and put you on the spot for someone that has no rhythm, that is absolutely suffering and struggling in the back of the class and is in the back of the class for a reason. So for that reason, I don't love it. I don't know what it is. God gave me so many gifts in life, but dancing and rhythm is just not one of them. And I am like traumatized from going to those classes, especially when they freaking call you out, when you're like 6 steps behind in the back of the class and I'm just trying to keep up and they want to call you out. I'm like, please don't. Oh, the amount of times I had to go to the front of the class to be next to the instructor. Bye. If I'm gonna go, you're forcing me to go. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if we are absolutely going to a Zumba class, someone's forcing me or someone paid for my class ticket to go, that's the only reason I'm gonna go. Next, we're moving into another sort of workout that is not extremely official, but I feel like it counts for something. And this is just a sports workout. I used to be a volleyball player back in the day, and I absolutely love playing volleyball. I actually miss it so much. It was so much fun to do when I was younger, and I still love it a lot. So this category sort of represents just general sport playing workouts. I think when people think I have to do a workout or I have to exercise, I think people often forget that you can just play a sport and like that's gonna count as a workout. Your body's gonna move, you're gonna sweat, and you're gonna feel good. People that play basketball, that golf, that play soccer, gymnastics, cheerleading. For that, I think people don't think about it enough that just playing a sport is a workout in itself. So I'm moving it to the underrated TBH category. Moving on to the next workout that I have is swimming. But let's talk about why swimming is incredible all around, right? It's good on your joints, it's underwater, you get to enjoy being outside or in a lake, in a pool, in the ocean, whatever. And your body gets to move in a way it doesn't get to on land. Even if you're not swimming these incredible laps throughout the pool, just being in the water and swimming a little bit is still just incredible all around. Next up, we're talking about kickboxing. Now, if you've been on my channel since the very, very beginning, or you've been following me on Instagram from the very beginning, that's sort of where my love for working out and fitness kind of came from. Such an amazing form of working out. I feel like you're doing so many things in kickboxing. You're working on agility and balance and strength and power. You get to do a little bit of HIIT and a little bit of cardio, and I just love it for so many reasons, which is why I'm moving kickboxing to a good sweat category. You're gonna get the most bang for your buck. You are gonna absolutely sweat your butt off doing it, and you are gonna feel a level of power and excitement that you've never felt with any of these other workouts. And I really, really miss kickboxing, and I actually wish I could start it again. I really do miss it. All right, this next one, I feel like I'm gonna ruffle some feathers talking about it, but this is just my own personal opinion. Okay, nobody come for me. The next one is these like HIIT workout group classes. Berries, Burn Boot Camp, Orange Theory, fill in the blank, whatever is in your area. I'm not a fan. I don't know what it is about these classes. They make me so irrationally angry, and I don't know what it is. It just stresses me out. I don't even feel like I'm enjoying myself. I'm worried so much about like, is the instructor gonna come over and absolutely scream at me because my push-up is not perfect? Like, what's gonna happen? I think too, when I'm in these group workout classes like this as well, I feel compelled to compare myself to other people in the class, which I know is a me thing. When people ask me to go to these like group workout classes that's all HIIT training, I just like, it's too much. And I feel like if I walk away for 2 seconds to grab water, like someone's gonna yell at me, and I'm just like not a fan. So I'll say this, I'm not gonna never go to one ever again. Like, I'm sure there'll be some point in my life where I'll go to one of these again, but I'm probably going to be forced to go. I'm gonna be negative Nelly about it, and you're gonna hear everything I have to say about it. The next one I'm talking about is bar workouts. Now, this is very similar to Pilates, but they are slightly different. It really humbles you, okay? I have a bold personality. I do not like to be humbled. I like to be comfortable, but also test myself when appropriate. But when I am put in my place and cannot recover from it, I don't like it. I also, if you haven't noticed, I'm not a dainty person. I'm not a delicate, dainty, gentle human. I'm very much a bull in a china shop in all aspects of life. And I feel like the girlies that go to bar are very well put together. I don't have enough grace and balance and stamina to really appear at a bar workout. I am shaking in my boots, okay? And it's humbling me, and I'm not loving it. And the other girls around me are just breathing really calmly. They're not turning bright red. They have their lives together, and I'm dying on the other end of the bar. That's been my experience with bar workouts. Again, hey, we're going to do a workout this morning. Oh, what workout are we doing? Oh, we're going to a bar class. Like, I'm gonna be asleep. So we're putting this in the I'd rather be asleep. You guys are going to the bar workout, I'm going on a walk. And that's where we're different. A little bit of hatred toward it, a little bit of PTSD, but it's fine. Let's talk about my thoughts on these indoor cycle classes. I flipping love a cycle class, especially if you ride Peloton with Cody Rigsby. He is my man. I love him. No one ever hypes me up like Cody Rigsby hypes me up, okay? In a group effort, but like when you're on a stationary bike, like no one else can see your screen. No one else knows how fast you're going or what your resistance is. Like you're all just there empowering each other. I feel like there's an element of judgment in like a burn boot camp class. I don't know, that's just how I feel. That's just my opinion. There's just like a community element with a cycle class, and I just feel really appreciated and welcomed, and I feel like I am working myself in the best way possible. And you know what? I'm popping this under a good sweat, specifically like the group workout classes, because seriously, you will leave like a Soul Cycle class absolutely drenched in sweat, but you will feel amazing. And so many, it's almost like how yoga makes you feel, but you're just a lot more sweaty. Like yoga makes me feel empowered and happy mentally and physically. And I know I got a good sweat in, and it was worth the entire ride. And it's the best. Again, especially Peloton, Cody Rigsby. Absolute chef's kiss. We're jumping back into the pool for this next one, and we're talking about water aerobics. And I don't want to hear that it's just for old people, that it's the old person's thing. No, okay? I know I have a stock photo of some elderly ladies in the pool, but let's talk about why water aerobics is underrated TBH, okay? When I was in school for physical therapy, we actually took a field trip to an aquatics center with a giant pool, and we did so many crazy workouts under the water. All of us were in shock, and we were all, pretty healthy. We did exercise science, whatever. And we were doing these exercises in the pool underwater with weights, and we were all shocked at how intense it is. Have you ever ran on a treadmill under the water? No? Well, you should try it because it's really hard. Again, so many benefits to doing exercise and movement under the water for just decompression of your joints, to just feel better all around. It's almost like you're combining swimming with a little bit of Pilates. Like you're doing these really small movements with or without the weights, but the water, it's like the pressure of the water and the buoyancy or something, but it's making your muscles work actually really, really hard, but in a super underrated way. And that's why I don't think it's just for old people, okay? Like if you want to go to the Y and hop in the pool and do water aerobics, you should. Last but certainly not least, most of you already know my thoughts on this, but good old strength training. It's immediately going into my incredible all-around category. And there's so many other health benefits talking about strengthening of bones, prevention of muscle breakdown, strengthening of your joints and things like that. It improves longevity, like it helps with so many things in the future that you can start now. There's resistance bands that you can use too. The options are endless with strength training. And for that reason, I think it's incredible all around because it can be done in so many different ways. It makes you feel strong. It helps with your posture. It helps with your cardiovascular endurance. It's just amazing. I hope you enjoyed this workout tier list video. I'm interested to know where you would rank some of these workouts and let me know if your opinions are different than mine. And also, if I missed any specific workout, please comment it below and I would love to give you my 2 cents and my thoughts on that workout. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.